Hello again, everybody. It's Harry Box with the Technical Trader, thetechtrader.com. It's Thursday, July the 12th. These are the charts of the day. Well, the market had a really good day today, and some of the stocks we follow, both for day trades and swings, did great, as well as some stocks we just follow. AAOI is an example of the stock that I've been watching and commenting on for a couple months now. You can see that the reversal in the trend took place right there. The moving averages crossed over, consolidated for a month, and then boom, that's where the breakout came. Really, when it got through 36. It then ran up to 49, backed off, flagged, then formed a little mini flag, and then today broke out. I'm watching this carefully because the 49.75 range, not only is this peak, but the gap as well. If it fills that gap, it may quickly go and punch through 50 and get up to 55. That's my target. ABUS, well, a good swing trade that we gave you not too long ago, and it's already moved up from the, let's see, with that, I think where we gave it to you, it was about, it's a current swing trade. Give it to you at 871. Targets are 12.575 and 14.75, 15. And it certainly reached or got close to the 12.575 range at 12.05 today. So there's your first target. If we get any kind of follow through tomorrow, that would be a place where I would start to consider taking some profits because there's a major double bottom here, and this top of the channel is there. The juxtaposition of resistance on this wave may cause some sort of pullback like we had in here. At some point, this may go into a consolidation. Be careful. AKCA swing trade also looking better, looking quite good actually. And originally given to you May 24th at 23.50. The target's currently at 28.5 and 33.5. It's right up in that zone at 28.49, so within a penny of reaching our target today. Let's call that achieved. Next target, 33 plus. I like the look of this pattern, and I think the stock has higher levels coming. AXTI. Inverse head and shoulder pattern. Looks like it broke the neckline and backed off. If we can get through that zone, we should see around 9.40.50 and then 10.75. Going further down the road, there's a possibility this can be in the mid to high teens at some point. BLFS rocked it strongly. After this pop and coil, it ran up sharply and flagged. Then it ran up again. It formed the wedge. It broke out of the wedge today. Up $1.80 or 10.5% on more than 500,000 shares. The stock looks like it's ready to extend, but there is a top of a channel here that I pay a lot of attention to and give credence to. So unless it does accelerate, it may pull back. If it does, my target's 23. CERS swing trade is finally working. After it popped and flagged, it looked like it was going to go. It then backed off, ran up again, backed off again. This whole pattern may be considered rising flag type consolidation, which could lead to an explosive move at some point, and I wouldn't be shocked to see $9. 3D, DDD, base breakout flag, pop, falling wedge, 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth wave underway today, accelerating up 86 cents or almost 6% on 2.5 million. OBV looks good, confirming the trend. I'm looking for 17.5. ECYT, another good swing trade for the tech traders. Originally given to you at 5.5 in December, again at 10.5 in March. You can see it's been moving steadily. This is where we first gave it to you, and right now at 17.42 a high today, it's reached my targets or really close to it. But I think it might accelerate and get up to near 19. GEMP, after it popped and pulled back, I put a swing on it. It didn't work right away, and it backed off and was stopped out. Having then reached down here near the secondary support area, I think, where the 21-day moving averages, and a steadily rising, or should I say declining channel. It looks like a reversal engulfing day today. If you look at this bar, it's bigger than the entire bar from yesterday. The close was a solid one. Volume could have been better, but for me, this is a good start. 5.5% gain. My swing targets are 8.5 and 9.90.10. We'll see if he gets beyond that. We can get up to 11.5. GLMD. Well, Galmed was a swing trade given to you guys back in June the 12th of 1918. It did not work. We were stopped out at 16.90. It then flitted all the way down towards 11, 10.51 actually, and today was a big breakaway gap. Now it didn't close great, but it was up to 22 or 21% on 4.2 million. I think that's the beginning of a pop. My targets going forward are 16 and 18.5. Intelsat broke out yet again out of a little wedgie within its rising channel. I don't think it's done yet. Looking for 24. IQ. After a big run up that took the stock from 15.5 to 47, it more than tripled, and then pulled down on a falling wedge. It looks like it reversed today. Volume picked up dramatically to 49 million plus, and it broke out above that range. So I'd be looking for a quick test of about 38. Beyond that, stock has a chance to be mid-40s. Iridium, another satellite stock doing well. It broke out of this little base that took 6 months to develop. It's exploded, pulled back in a falling wedge, popped, did it again. The overall pattern being a big coiling type pattern or consolidation triangle. Any chance this does this? From 1150 to 1770 is about 6.25 points. Add that to the pullback low, you got about 22. That's my target going forward up here. Could be intriguing. Today was a nice pop of 65 cents or almost 4%. MRAM. Well, here's a new swing I put out based on just the pattern itself. Nice basing type pattern. It broke out and pulled back gently. It's starting to move again. If I can get this to accelerate above, say, 10.25, I think we're headed towards 13.5 3/4, and then maybe a longer term 19. That's my long-term target on it. Any PT? Pop sharply, pull back sharply, create a falling wedge and break out. That would be right here. 3 days in a row the stock is up. It's right at resistance. If we can get a follow through here, I would look for a retest of the 4 and then 4.5 range. Ultimately, though, I'm looking for 5 and 6. AKCA, strong IPO from last year. Base breakout wedgie, pop run up flag, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking for a fifth wave that explodes this one. First to retest 60-61. And we get through that, we're looking at close to 70 or better. OPK, up a dramatic 8 days in a row, and it looks to me like there's strong momentum here. I believe that the declining tops line, lateral price resistance, and top of this channel, all juxtapositioning in one place, around 7, 7.25. That's my target. Roku. It's Wall Street darling after the IPO. It then fell down in a falling wedge. It recovered nicely, though, after basing out for a couple months. It's now back up in that 48 range. Today up to 40 or 5%. 6 million traded, and this may extend. Looking for a retest of 52.5. First target. Second target is up around 56 and 57. Teladoc, another spike up of 275 or 4.4% to a new all-time high. Phenomenal chart, and accelerating to the point where I think this may move into the low 70s. Tandem, probably the stock of the year for me. From the March $4.10 swing trade I gave you, this is now sixfold in just 4 months, and yet it's still going. To me, it looks like this little wedgie broke out, and if this accelerates, or at least gets to the target range where I had, we're looking at $30 next. Twilio, also up against resistance in a beautiful rising channel, and completing a fourth wave, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fifth wave could take it to 70, even 77. Twitter, after a long run up that took it from 26 to 47, it went into a couple 3-week consolidation flag, but look how it's holding. This thing gets out over 48, you're looking at 53 and then maybe 60. Varonis keeps on going. This pullback looked pretty dire on heavy volume, but it didn't follow through to the downside and held support. Now your stops are around 72. But today's pop of 385 or 5% on a little bit of increasing volume may indicate a retest of the highs in order. That would be 83-ish, and then I'm looking at 89. Veristem, broke out of the base, flag, pop, run, pull back, retest, retest, falling wedge, breakout after holding the channel, and 4 days in a row up. The stock's now at resistance, minor resistance, but I think it's going to test 9. Through 9, looking at 12. And finally, Zogenix, with a massive piece of news today, exploded and got up to 58 and pulled back, but managed to firm up at the end of the day. Net 55.90, up 960 or 21%, 7.8 million, the biggest volume I've seen. This looks like breakaway stuff. I think we're going to get a follow through. I'm looking for mid-60s. Folks, that's it for tonight. Sorry about the earlier video. This is HB signing off. Let's make some money tomorrow.